All right, hi everyone. I did this one. This was from video number 69. It was a 10-inch by 20-inch gallery wrapped canvas from Michaels. Obviously the back does not look perfect, but I'm going to clean some of that off. I was a little disappointed with this painting just because of the medium that I was using. It was just a bad batch and it was really gritty and it left a texture on here. A lot of people commented on YouTube and Facebook and they really like the texture, so I'm just going to leave it. I will probably finish this with some resin. It's really going to make those colors pop. But I like the colors and I didn't have a lot of leftover paint from this video, so I am going to use them again so that I can do a painting and some coasters, and probably also save some for some acrylic skins for jewelry. So it's going to be similar colors and I'll go through all of those, and I'm going to do it on a round canvas this time. So I have my 16-inch round canvas. If you'd like to know where I got these, I got them from Amazon. I have a link in my description where I have suggested art supplies. I have different canvas, I have different wood pieces that I use, and I also have a lot of different paint on there. I would like to do a set of coasters, and these are linked in that Amazon affiliate link. These are 4-inch wood circles. I have some different sizes that I use. Over the holidays I used some 3-inch ones. If you check out that list, you'll be able to see different sizes of the wood circles. You can get them pretty small, anywhere from 1 inch up to about 20 inches. So you could do a big canvas size if you're interested, which I also use. I also have some watercolor paper. I like to use this for some jewelry skins. It warps a little bit, but it's not too bad. You can, once it dries, just put something on it to kind of flatten it out, but you really want to make sure that it's dry first so that it doesn't ruin your design. But I like to just use extra paint for these. So my colors that I'm using today are black, turquoise, and gold. I don't have the same color that I used in that previous video, but I have something similar. So this is a Craft Smart Native Turquoise. I really like this color. I've used it before and it's really pretty. It is kind of a metallic, so it's got a really nice shiny to it. So once it dries, it's really bright and vibrant. So I just use Artist Loft black. And then a gold that I've been using that is probably one of my favorite colors now is Utrecht Gold, U-T-R-E-C-H-T. I get this from Dick Blick's and I love this color, so I'm sticking with this now for all of my gold. I also use Sargent Art Acrylic Gloss Medium. I like this. When it dries, it is really, really shiny. And I just prefer that over a matte color, kind of like Floetrol. It just kind of dries dull. And then obviously just have some water that I have already mixed into my colors. So it's pretty good consistency. I just mixed these up so they're pretty good to go. And get my canvas here. Right. So one thing I really like to do that I've been practicing lately is kind of a striation technique where you get the really nice lines going in. Okay, Paul. So for this painting, it did it really well down here, and then up at the top, cells just kind of came out everywhere. I didn't use any silicone in this. it was just that craft paint that it just kind of went crazy. But I really like these lines. So to get this, I've been using a, this was a lunch meat container. So I've just been using these. It works a lot better to get the effect that I want than just pouring from a regular cup. So my suggestion is, if you're not getting what you want with what you've been doing, try something new. And these have been working out really well, so I've been saving them. I've also been letting leftover paint dry in them and using them as skins. This was from a previous video that I'm going to be putting out, and this left a really pretty design in the bottom. So I'm saving this one so that I can use that in a pendant. So we're just going to start putting the color in. And you can do any order that you want. It doesn't matter. And that is really pretty against the black. That is really going to stand out well. Like I said, I mixed up a lot of paint, so I may not pour all of this on the canvas, but I really want to save some for some coasters, and I'll probably dip some coasters. I really like the way that that turns out also. And maybe just a little more turquoise. And I can already see in here, even though I'm using a different turquoise, I think it's going to do what it did last time and really kind of spread out and take over. That's not a bad thing. It's just, it may make some cells, which isn't what I'm going for, but if it happens, then it happens. Can't really complain. A lot of people like cells. And they're already starting to pop up right here. And like I said, there's no silicone in this. This is just that craft paint and the gloss medium, and it's already starting to create some cells. And I apologize if you can hear my cats running around. I left the door open because they get a little upset if they can't come in here. Well, I am in here, and you'll probably be able to see them on the video at some point. But they like to come in and make sure I'm working hard. Ooh, I really like this. So this is, I'm actually not going to tilt too much. I'm going to leave it like this, and I'll go around and do the sides. But I really, really like these nice bands of color. That black is just showing through a little bit. The gold is showing through. The turquoise did kind of take over, but it is really pretty. So I'm just going to go along the edges and pour a little bit. There. All right. So there's a little lump right there. Got it. All right, so I'm going to set this one aside and then probably do some paper, and then I will dip some coasters. more gold. The gold didn't really show up a lot in that, so I'm going to do more gold in this and more gold in the coasters. Wow. And that gold still didn't show up, so I'm going to try one more time. Less black, but I do like, so there's tons of cells in here. Okay, so more gold. I'm not going to add any black in this one, just a little bit more turquoise. Blend it just a little bit. That's really pretty. So we got definitely more gold is showing in this one. I really like some parts in this are going to look really pretty once it's all dry. There are a few cells right in the middle. I'm going to try and keep those. I'll probably be able to get those into a pendant. They look really pretty. Yeah, but I'm really liking that. And then those lines right there. So this one is much better. Okay, I'll set this aside and we'll do some coasters. I do have quite a bit of paint on here, so I'm going to use some. So I'm using freezer paper, and the good thing about this is you can let the paint dry on here and use it as a skin also. And I also reuse these quite a bit. So this one was a new one because a lot of the ones that I have right now have painting sitting on them. But I will save this, peel off, hey, peel off as much of the paint as I can, and then reuse it. So I've got 4. And I'm going to set this aside. I actually really like some of the design in here, so I'm going to keep this for later. So I'll set that aside. And for dipping, I just like to pour right on the freezer paper. Like I said, I save it. I know it looks like a lot of paint, but I do use up quite a bit of this with other projects. And if I have leftover paint, I'll probably save it for a day or two for something else. I won't dump leftover paint out. And I just put it right in there. I like to give it a little twist and pull up. And that is really pretty. And like I said, there's no silicone, and yet there's still cells coming up. And I think that's just from the craft paint. But that looks really cool. So this too, another thing that I like about dipping is that once I save this to dry, some of the cells that are showing up here, I'll be able to use those. Just dip it in and then twist and pull out, pull up. And look at that. I'll take pictures of these, but the cells are just going crazy with this, and the colors are just really beautiful together. So I'm going to dip over here. I think I'm going to try and keep some of those cells. Make sure that my edges are covered so I don't have to go back over them once it's all dry. Just twist and pull up, and there we go. This is a lot of leftover paint, but I'm just going to keep it and let it dry. These are going to make some really pretty designs. I actually have quite a bit of paint. I may do another set of coasters. Let's see what I have. All right, so we'll do one more set. I'm gonna save this paint for probably a smaller painting. I really don't wanna waste it, but I don't wanna pour any more on here because there's already quite a bit. Oh, I do like this one, but it doesn't have a lot of turquoise in it. So we're gonna re-dip just the side over there. And that, there we go. And like I said, I'll take some close-up pictures of these once I'm all finished. What, buddy? What? Okay, just a little more turquoise in this corner. And just a little touch of gold. Oops, wrong side. Actually, no. There we go. All right, so I will stop this now and I will get some pictures of everything that I made. Thank you for watching. I really hope you enjoyed.